Hi and welcome to another video by Jimthecarguy. Today I want to show you a product that was sent to me by a company called Kaiweets. I will put a description down in my Amazon store so you can check them out and see what their products are all about. The two pieces they sent me today are a clamp tester for checking for voltage. It checks for voltage both AC and DC. You can check temperatures. You can check amperage draw. And the second one is for testing an electrical outlet in your house or shop or wherever. It'll tell you if you have an open wire or shorted wire, reversed wires. You can even check your GFCI to make sure it's functioning properly. But there's a button on the side of it. You just press it, and it tests the circuit in the receptacle to make sure that it's wired into the GFCI properly. You basically just plug it into the outlet, press the button, and it'll pop the breaker on the GFCI if it's working properly. All right, so let me open it up. Let me show you what they look like, and then I'm going to show you how they work, and we'll see if it's something that you have a use for. All right, the first thing is this piece right here. Like I told you, it clamps around the wiring, and it can tell you if there's any kind of a voltage in there. It's called a digital clamp meter, and it comes in a carrying case such as this here. I did open it up and look at it already. I'm going to bring it. Let me bring it down. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the tool itself right here. I did open it up in the back over here already, and I put the two AAA batteries in it that come with it. All right, and then you obviously would turn it on just like this here. There's an adjustment here for the voltage for anywhere from up to 600 volts it's capable of testing. There is a booklet that comes with it, such as this here, so you can read all of the directions. I'm going to give you a brief description of how it works. This is the testing devices for the temperature itself. What you would do is, you know what, let me just do this real quick here while I got you here. All right, the red one goes in here. The black one goes in here, and then it'll test the actual temperature. Okay, it shows me what the temperature is in the room. It's showing that it's like 71 degrees. We're just going to hold this, and you can see that the temperature is actually going up. I don't know if you can see that all right, but you can test the temperature of anything that you're working on, and it does come in. You can adjust it with your adjustments right here. You can adjust it to Fahrenheit or Celsius, whatever you choose. They just pull right out like this, and then of course you would have your leads like this for checking for voltage, whether it's AC or DC. They would actually just plug right in the bottom right here, just like this, like that. You would turn it to the scale that you need, such as this, and then if you're checking for DC voltage, you would have, of course, your negative and your positive, and you could check your voltage on the unit itself. All of the functions on here are all adjustable. You can check for continuity in a circuit to make sure that there's no open circuits. You can check for resistance. You can check for ohms. But basically, you can do anything electrically. The next function which you have here is you would take the wire here and you would put a wire through this, and it'll tell you if there's any kind of voltage in here. So let me show you real quick how that works. All right, so let's go in the garage. Let's take this, plug it into an outlet, and let's see how it works. Okay, we just take this, plug it into the outlet like this, and it'll tell you what the voltage is. We got 121 volts right here, and as you can see, this light is lit, and you can see that it's correct. Now, if there was a problem with the wiring inside here, you would just look here and it would tell you what the problem is. If you had an open neutral, it would show you had an open neutral, open hot, and then so on down the line. Now, if you wanted to check your GFCI, you would just come over here, press the button, and that switch back there should pop out. So let's see what happens. And that's it. Now you can see everything is off, so we know now that this receptacle is working properly. And there we go. All right, so it's very simple to test the circuit to make sure that everything is working just the way it's supposed to. You can walk around and test each one. Sometimes you'll have a circuit, an outlet, that it's a GFI. Even though this doesn't have a GFI on here itself, we can come over here, we can press this, because this socket is wired into a GFCI receptacle, so we can test it. You just press this button right here, and it trips it. And now we'll go and check our GFCI to make sure that it tripped properly. All right, so as you can see, that receptacle inside was run over to this GFCI, and it tripped just the way it's supposed to. And if we're going to test it now with our tester, we would just come over here, plug it in, just like that, and we can see that this socket has actually, the GFCI has tripped here as well. We can press this, turn it back on, and we know everything is wired in correctly. All right, so that's how this tester actually works. I do like this tester for checking the GFCI to make sure it is correct on there, because as you can see with that one outlet I showed you, it does not have that reset button on it, but that one is wired directly in to the one that's in the garage that has that GFCI on it already. So by doing this, we can test the outlet in the one bathroom to make sure that it's wired properly into the GFCI the way it's supposed to be. All right, so I'll put links down below. Check it out in my Amazon store. If it suits your needs, great. But I just figured I'd show that to you as well. Like I said, I'm probably not going to use this stuff down at the shop. I'll just be using it at home. All right, but as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.